Hi everyone, super casual video today. Hair doing its own thing today. I know you're not really worried about that. I'm just going to put some eyeshadow on. I've done most of my face makeup because I had to go to a medical appointment this morning, but didn't have time to do some eyeshadow. So I'm going to use the Mandalorian. I don't think I've used this on camera before. I know I've swatched it, but I don't think I've actually used it on my eyes. This is what it looks like. Quite cool tone with some neutrals in there. Okay, let's get into it. I've pulled in nice and close so you can see the reality. I've got some dryness there, some mascara that's decided to travel around. I'm going to start with the shade Bantha Tracks, this one here. And I'm just going to chat with you about some updates on some skincare that I'm using, and I've got the products here to show you. And also talk through the eye look, of course. So I'm just going over, sweeping across. See, my crease is quite low and very deep. I have deep set eyes. And so I like to create the impression of not exactly a false crease, but a lifted eye area by not putting a dark color in the actual crease. So you'll notice that when I'm using these transition shades or blending shades or whatever, the lighter shades, I always go quite high with them. And I will go out here because, you know, there's folds there, see? So it does help create the illusion of a less deep set eye. See what I mean by deep set eye? Right, it's really deep set and getting deeper with age. And then I will add the deeper colors. Now I used to do it the other way around, but I don't do that anymore. I like to start from light to dark. I'm going to go in now with this lovely mustard color. It's called Navarro Sand. That makes sense. If you're a Star Wars person, you know what that means. So this is more within the crease area and just slightly above. So some of the skincare I've been using lately, perhaps I've been using a little bit too much. I did a big buy from Cosmetic Capital. I got a whole lot of L'Oreal Revitalift stuff, and I love the Revitalift line. The hyaluronic acid eye plumping, or it's called filler. It's basically hyaluronic acid. I love those. I go through them pretty quickly because they're quite a small size tube, and they are very good. Please excuse my facial makeup. It seems to be separating. I didn't use any primer today. You can tell. But this one here, this is a day cream, Revitalift Laser ×3. The night cream I absolutely love of this. And you know, the packaging is nice. It's a glass jar. You get every last bit out of it. This is the day cream. And if I'd known what was in it, I probably wouldn't have bought it. I didn't read the description carefully enough. It's actually got vitamin C, retinol, and peptides or hyaluronic acid. I'm not sure. But two of those things don't go together. And I know that, and I should know better. Retinol and vitamin C don't really like each other very much. You can see I'm using it, right? But I'm only using it sparingly. And down here, I'm a little bit irritated. I know that's because of the heat and going in and out of warm rooms, etc. That doesn't help to the cold, because it's cold here now, like really cold. But yeah, I won't get this again. I will use it up, and to be honest, I've actually been putting it on the backs of my hands and on my arms a little bit to try and use it up, which, you know, it wasn't expensive because Cosmetic Capital, you know, discounts heavily. But the night cream of this, don't get me wrong, is sensational. It's the day cream. This is the day cream, and I'm not really a fan, I have to say. Now, in my Lila Beauty haul, I got this, the Timeless 10% vitamin C. Now, why did I buy a 10% vitamin C? I'm not sure. This has got ferulic acid, so I was hoping it was going to be a really good hyperpigmentation reducer, and I'm sure it is, but I think it's too aggressive for me. I put it on twice, and if I put on anything over the top of it, my skin was burning. Now, under my fringe here, you might see there's some lumpy, patchy, dried stuff. And I think this may have done that. Now, if I persist with it, it may get better. That might be the teasing process, the working in process of it. And given that it is a strong, product, I'm sort of like torn. Do I keep trying it? Or do I just go, no, it's not for me, it's too strong? I don't know. I might give it one more try and see what happens on a completely blank face with nothing else on there once I've, done my face cleansing for the day. The Golden Snail hydrogel eye patches are really nice. They're pretty generic though. Like, I've used these a few times now. And they feel good. They're the sort of thing you would use if you haven't had a good night's sleep and you've got something big to go to and you want to just take away that line or reduce the lines there, take away some darkness. I don't tend to suffer from darkness there. I just have a ridge. So, yeah. I'm back using this beauty, the Revitalift Laser Pure Night Retinol Night Serum. I love this stuff. This was one of my entry-level retinols that I used way back when, and I just love it. And I thought, now that I'm not using Retrieve, I'm off that for a bit. I just thought I'd give things a rest for a while. And I haven't opened another tube of A313. I had this in my cupboard and I thought, I'm going to try that again, and it really is beautiful, and it smells beautiful, it feels beautiful on the skin. It's a lovely product. Now, if you are an entry-level retinol user, I would still advise you to put a moisturizer on underneath, like your regular plain moisturizer, whether it's Dermaveen, CeraVe, whatever it is you use, and only use this at night. Make sure you use a sunscreen in the day, every day, no matter how dreary it is. And it's dreary outside, believe me. Now, the other Timeless product that I'm using is this one, and this is a fantastic one. So if you are sensitive, you could use this. It is the Coenzyme Q10 with Matrixyl 3000, which is a proprietary product. The Ordinary used to own the copyright on that, I think. They obviously don't anymore. And hyaluronic acid. Now, my skin loves hyaluronic acid. It really does, because it's dehydrated, so it loves it. This, as opposed to the vitamin C, is great. And I've been using this at night. It has a slightly strange texture. It sort of separates a little bit, so you'll have to shake the bottle before you use the dropper. But really lovely. Coenzyme Q10, if you don't know, is an antioxidant. It's a very powerful antioxidant, and it can be taken internally, but on the skin, it has antioxidants basically reduce the stress, the pressure of pollution, the sun, okay, and that of course in Australia is probably our biggest issue for skin damage. Sun damage is the sun, and probably most places in the world. So yeah, highly recommend that, but still not sure about the vitamin C. I've got a product that I see absolutely no point in. This is the bottom of the barrel. Now, I've tried to use as much of this as I can. This is our Argireline solution from The Ordinary. So you can see I've used a bit. It is like water, and it's supposed to be the liquid Botox. This is my second go at trying this. I did go through a bottle some time back, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't understand what this is for. it's made no discernible difference to my skin last time. And I thought, I don't even know why I thought I'd try it again, that it would do something this time, but it hasn't. If you love this, tell me what it's doing for you, because I can't see what it's doing for me. It's just like straight up water. It says it has peptides in it. It says it's targeted for appearance of dynamic facial lines. I haven't seen any reduction in that whatsoever. And I have trouble regulating where it goes because it's so watery. Okay, back in with some eyeshadow now. I'm going to use Creed. It's a brown with a shimmer in it. Now these are Colourpop eyeshadows. As you can see, they don't hold back. They've got pigment. Now you'll notice I'm using the same brush because it's kind of a cheat's way of blending. Rather than switching brushes, if you've got your lighter shades on your brush already, it will diffuse the deeper shades on application, and it will make it sort of a bit more smoky and diffused on the under eye with, you know, the mixture of the colors. That's a nice natural, neutral, whatever you want to call that sort of a look. I typically tap the color in first. Didn't get enough on the brush there. So I hope you're having a lovely day, whatever you're doing. As I said, I had a medical appointment this morning, which was less than fun. I had to have an MRI. I know they are incredible machines, and where would, you know, medicine be without them these days? But I'm not a fan of getting inside a small white tube. Sorry, I just had to answer the phone. Puppets are ready. I'm producing a piece of children's theatre, and we've had some puppets professionally made, which sounds expensive and it is. And I've just had word that they're ready, so I can go and get them. I'm really excited about that. That's a big deal for me. All right, I'm going to go in with this shade, this shimmer shade on the finger, because that's typically how I like to do, fallout. Typically how I like to apply shimmers. Now this one seems a little powdery, hence why I'm having to brush away with the fluffy brush. I'm putting this on the outer section of the lid, you'll notice. Just bringing it into the middle a wee bit. And I'm going to put that wonderful duochrome there on the center lid. It's my favorite shade in the palette, that one. So it gets center stage, if you will. All right, so I'm going with the same finger because then I can get a bit of a blend. Oh, it's a beautiful grungy tone. It's nice. See the shift there? In a corner, I might just do a dab with a clean finger, just to join that. Don't want too much glitter there, shimmer there. All right, just buffing off that same brush and letting everything come together with a quick blend. Just short flicks here. Bit of a window wiper action. Oh, so much fallout. That's nice. I really like that. Pretty simple, wearable, but you could take that up like a couple of notches, just putting some more of the duochrome on there and adding a bit of the silver maybe on the inner corner for a nighttime look or a more glam look. It's a really nice cool tone, generally cool tone palette, and I don't normally like cool tones. I don't tend to use that color too much, as you can see. That one's all right, it's a mid-tone, but this one's a bit grey. In the 90s, I used to wear grey all the time. But back then there weren't really a lot of eyeshadow options, were there, folks? It was like you had, you know, Revlon three in a palette sort of thing, or you had your singles at MAC and Napoleon, and that's what I still have those as a bit of a reference to the past. I don't use them anymore, but I still have them for, you know, nostalgia. I'm just going to put on a bit more mascara. This is the Fenty Hella Thick. I ordered MAC Stack in brown. You know I was going to do it. As soon as I saw it there, I went, oh, I have to try that. Given that MAC Stack is my favorite mascara formula, I'm really hoping they've kept the formula and the performance of the MAC Stack that is the black version, and they've just changed it to brown. But I often find that different pigments, especially in mascara, behave really quite differently. It's just the way things are, I suppose, with manufacturing and all of that. Now, let's put some other makeup on. I think I'm going to refresh my face with some foundation. I'm just going to use the Revlon 3X in True Beige, one of my all-time favourites. So I'm just finishing off my lips there with some LYS Speak Love Glossy Lip Treatment Oil. I really like this now. I didn't like it at first, but I think it was the applicator. It was a hot day when I opened it, and I think it just sort of was too hot, too warm, and it just sort of spurted out. But now you can see I've used quite a bit, and I really like it. It's very nice. Good lip mask too, if you are looking for something like that. And, you know, in cooler weather, it works really well. Doesn't spurt out the top. So I've done my face. I did the Australis Dewy and Daring bronzer in Ride or Die as my cream blonde bronzer, and I haven't used this for a good while. The MK Beauty Highlight and Glow Beauty Wand in Pink Glow as my blush and my highlight. This is really lovely, but I just don't use this sort of product very often, I'm finding these days. And what else did I do? Oh yeah, bronzer, powder bronzer, of course. Fenty Beauty, oh my gosh, it's finger marks all over it. Fenty Beauty in Shady Biz 02, one of my all-time favorite bronzers. You can see the, can you see? I can see. I can start to see the pan emerging there. Well, there's a rim. Let's put it that way, it's a rim. And my powder today, finishing powder, is Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. This is just a mini size. I've haven't got a whole lot of that left, so that's why I'm using it up. It's a really lovely powder. It's, you know, it's a classic at this point, so yeah. Hope you like this look. I haven't done any eyeliner today. I know, shocking but true. But yeah, I'm pretty keen to get to town and go and see these puppets. So I'll just fix my hair and I'll come and say cheerio to you all. My hair's a little bit better now. The lipstick I put on is Natio Blissful. Natio Blissful, yes. One of my favorites. And this is how much is left. I'm using a lot of lip products this year. It's amazing. Me, who's hardly worn lipstick in, you know, a long, long time, I have been wearing lipstick a lot. A lot. Just checking that everything is blended. I really like that color story. This is very wearable, I think. And if you are, you know, I know Colourpop's not readily available in Australia, but they regularly have really good sales. And when you convert to Australian dollars, if you can take advantage of the free international shipping, which they offer, they've just had a free international shipping offer in the last month, but they offer it again just prior to Black Friday. So you get a double whammy. You get the Black Friday sale price and you get free international shipping. And that was when last year when I bought two of those, one for me, one for my daughter. I got the child palette, I got the Mandalorian palette, I got the original Star Wars palette. Actually, I bought two of those, one for keepsake because I'm a Star Wars fan, and one to use. And I got the Darth Vader palette. I think that's all of them. Yeah, I got all of them. And I got the Mandalorian makeup bag, which is the child makeup bag, which is so cute. And I won't use because I'm a, you know, a Star Wars fan. And there's a new Star Wars show. For those of you that are fans, you'll know already about The Acolyte. I haven't started watching it yet, but I'm ready to go. I'm ready to start watching The Acolyte when my daughter comes home next week. We're going to watch it together. Okay, thank you so much for watching. It's just lovely to talk to you and do a bit of makeup, and hope this gives you a bit of inspiration. And if not, at least it's been nice to chat with you again. And I will see you again soon. And thank you very much for supporting my channel. Please don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe, comment if you like. I love reading your comments. I love responding to your comments. And share the video with your friends. I'm all about pro-aging. I'm all about empowerment. I know that's such a buzzword, isn't it? Oh, sorry. Anyway, I just really want to promote a positive image of particularly women in our mature years, and I hope that comes across. All right, have a wonderful day. I will talk to you again soon. Bye.